In this section, I'm going to convert percents with decimals to fractions. Okay, I'm going to show you, we'll take the first one. It says 58.5%. Now, we do know that we roll it twice to make it a decimal, 0.585. And you might say, well, how in the world can I make that a fraction? For every number you have to put a zero underneath of it. So you have to 585. And normally we do 100, but you have to make this 1,000 now to make that work. Okay. You can go further, obviously, by dividing this by 5, divide by 5. I tell you what, I'm going to start using a calculator at this point because it gets a little messy. So if I take 585 divided by 5, it's equal to 117. All right. So it'd be 117. 1,000 divided by 5 would be over 200. And I think that that one's prime. I don't think you do anything with it. So that would be the answer. Okay. Grab one of these other ones. You could take any one of these and kind of do what you're supposed to do. But if I grab 4.5%, okay, once again, you're going to roll it twice. 1, 2. That means I have to put a zero in front of it. It'd be 0.045, all right, which is equal to, how would you write this? I would write it 45 over 1,000 once again, okay? So when you're doing these things, if I divide both these by 5, divide these by 5, that would make this 9 over 200, right, for its answer, okay? So you look at this thing, keep in mind that once you put another zero in front, you have to start now adding zeros to the back of that 100, right? For these guys, it's a little trickier, okay? And the reason why it's trickier is because of the way they're put together. We just start using a calculator. Let's grab something like 1/8, 1 divided by 8, okay? And I want to convert this to a percentage. I'm going to go to my calculator, and of course, your calculator. I'll show you where the videos are. You can find your personal calculator for doing this, right? If I take 1 and I divide it by 8, right? Enter. My answer is 0.125. So I'm going to put this on my screen, right? Is equal to 0.125. Right? To make this a percent, okay, from a, this, I mean, yeah, all it's easy is just make it 12.5%. I just moved decimal twice. If I want it to be, and they specifically say here, a fractional percent. Let's say if I make it a fractional percent, just not a percent, but a fractional. I would take this 0.5, and that's the same as 1/2. So it'd be 12 and 1/2%. So you got to do some thinking here. It's not as easy as it might be. So that would be an answer for this one, or this one, 12.5%. That would be the answer for this guy if you said you can leave it as a fractional decimal, right? So this is something that you have to kind of like look forward to. Let's grab something 3 out of 16. Okay. Once more, you'd be using a calculator for this, or it would take too long. Let's try this out. So I'm going to clear this. 3 divided by 16. I hit enter. I get 0.1875. Let's put that there. Equals 0.1875. If I was going to make this a percent, I would roll the decimal twice. That's equal to 18.75%. Okay. And I would further take this. Okay. I'd leave the 18, just pull him out by himself. I'm going to take this guy and take that decimal, right? 0.75. I can further make that into a fraction. If you don't trust me, you could just think of it like this. We pretend it's a percent. You can actually do that, right? That'd be the same thing as 75 over 100. Okay. These are equivalent. We just learned that. So I just take that one section out, leave 18 by itself. I could divide this by 25, divide this by 25. What are you up with? Well, that'd be 3/4. So it'd be 18 and 3/4%. Okay. Now, just letting you know, you got a special key on your calculator, and I'll show you in your videos for your calculator, but it's in here too. I could take this number, right? And I'm going to multiply it by 100 because I want to get it to a point I can use it, right? Um, wait, hold on a second. Let's back up. Okay. and then I want to go hit enter. Answer times 100. It's a little different on this calculator than one you're going to be using. You get 18.75, and it gives you, you want to make it a fraction, convert to a fraction, I hit this key, 75 divided by 4. Now this is improper fraction, okay? So if I put this on this thing, it's 75 divided by 4, okay? You would never use that like that, right? But this is an improper fraction that can be then further worked on. You go 4 into 75, right? This 4 goes in here one time. 1 times 4 is 4. Bring down to 3, bring down to 5, right? How many times does 4 go into 35? 8 times 4 is 32. Come down, you have a 3. So it's 3/4. You get the same answer, okay? Now, I'm going to show you where your videos are. You go to the web page and you click on what looks like a film projector type thing, right? You have these videos, depending on what calculator you have, okay? It says fractions and factoring. Um, these are things you could click on these videos that shows you how to go from fraction to decimal, decimal to fraction if you have the TI-30XS or the TI-30XS multi-view. And these are things you can do to actually learn how to do those things.